Good morning, everybody. This is Dr. Jeff Culbert coming to you live from Schooley's Mountain Chiropractic Center here in Hackettstown, Long Valley, New Jersey. You know, it's been a little while since we put out a video, and just to let you guys know, I did not die and fall off the planet, but from August through now October, I've been doing some intense training to conquer what is known as the Spartan Ultra Race. The Ultra Race is geared towards 30 miles, 60 obstacles. And a couple of months ago, I got it in my head to try and knock out the Ultra and try to do it better than I did 5 years ago. In 2019, I did the Spartan Ultra up at Vernon Valley Great Gorge, or Mountain Creek here in New Jersey. Again, it was just a little over 31, 32 miles. And there was a total of 60 obstacles. And at that point in time, I had spent about 4 months training for it, and I was able to knock out 60 out of the 66 obstacles. It was a cold, crazy day. A lot of people dropped because of hypothermia. And by the grace of God, I got through in 13 hours and 1 minute. At that point in time, at 59, 60 years old, I considered myself to be probably about in the peak athletic conditioning that I could be in at that particular point in time. And then in 2020, I was looking forward to a great season, and then along comes COVID. And when COVID came, I came down with AFib, liver problems, prostate problems, back to AFib problems, went into A-flutter, had to have a cardioversion, cardiac ablation, and then through all of that, my prostate came back again, and then I ended up having a shoulder replacement. And then during the course of 2022, 2023, developed long COVID. And it really sucked the life out of my lungs. And I went through treatment chiropractically, nutritionally, and medically to knock the long COVID out of my system, which successfully we did in January. I really felt like it was back to my old self. So I wanted to come back and approach this Spartan season and do a Tough Mudder to see if I could do the races in as good a time as I did 5 years ago, or possibly even better. And so far this year, I have achieved every single goal. So I did the stadium race, I did a couple of sprints, I did a super, and I did a Tough Mudder, all in as good a time or much better than I had done previously in 2019. So back in August, I got it into my head, well, if I'm doing so well, can I conquer the Spartan Ultra Race? So the soonest one that I had that I could do was down in Dallas. And I thought, no problem. This is going to be a nice break-in. It's going to be an easier course. It's Dallas, it's Texas, it's flat. Little did I know what I was getting myself into. Most experts, when they're training for a Spartan Ultra, will say, give yourself a good 6 to 8 months. Well, I train every day and I work out every day, and I try to push myself as much as I can physically so that I can be an example to my patients in terms of exercise, nutrition, sleep, rest, recuperation, getting adjusted all the time. So I try to live the lifestyle. So I said, well, I got 2 months. Let's see what I can do. It's going to be Dallas. It'll be flat. And if I'm lucky, the temperature will be perfect, because the average temperature down there on October 19th is roughly 74 degrees. I figured this would be perfect. Well, I started training in August. I put in a number of long runs. I did 6 long runs getting prepped for the race. And I upped my training routine in terms of repetitions, number of exercises, culminating with a 30-hour workout in terms of the treadmill and 60 different obstacles and mimicking a transition zone. So I felt that it could do this in 10 hours. I was prepped and ready for Dallas. Little did I know what I was getting into at Dallas. It turned out to be a 32.25 mile race. There was a total of 65 obstacles. By the grace of God, I got through 62 of the 65 obstacles, did my 3 penalty laps, ultimately did the extra mile as well. So it was a successful day, but let me tell you, the course that they arranged, well, it was not nearly as hilly as Mountain Creek. It was a cattle ranch, and large sections of the course, you were running on open range through what I guess turns into tumbleweeds. So it was beating up your legs. And there were cattle and horse hoof prints that were like cement holes in dried mud. And so conquering that was tough on the feet and the ankles and the shins. And then they had us going through dried riverbeds with tons of rocks. So it was really beating the crud out of your feet, your ankles, and your shins and your calves. And by time I was probably about halfway to 2/3 of the way through the first loop, I was already sitting there going, my legs are killing me. How am I going to get through the next 18 miles of this. Got through the transition zone, totally changed everything out as was recommended, changed my shoes, changed my socks, just changed everything out, new hydration pack, and took off. And I got to tell you, the things that you start to pull on, they say the first half of the course is all about physical toughness. The second half is about mental toughness. And the things that I've learned doing the Spartan races, that I can adapt and overcome to almost any obstacle that is thrown to me in life, that I'm physically tough and that I'm mentally tough. Getting through the second half of the course, I got to tell you, there were times I was pulling a lot on my Christian faith. I was singing All Hail King Jesus. I was singing I Speak Jesus. I was singing I Call Upon the God of Moses and Mary and David. And then there was one particular point in time, as we were finishing, we probably had about 3 miles left to go, and there was a sandbag carry, and I had to do a 60-pound sandbag carry up a hill. And I'm sitting there going, looking at this hill with 60 pounds on my back going, my legs are to the point that if I overstretch my legs, I'm cramping. I'm going to drop this thing and I'm going to be in writhing pain. And then it clipped into my head. Okay, I'm a Christian. I practice my faith as diligently and as faithfully as I can. And it came into my head. The Lord Jesus was scourged and carried a cross for my sins so that I could be forgiven and I could be saved by faith. And I'm sitting here complaining about a soft 60-pound sandbag on my back. And I said, if Jesus can carry a cross being scourged, I can carry a sandbag up this hill and get through the rest of this course. So it was by the strength of God, it was by my physical strength, my mental toughness, but I wear a shirt through every Spartan race. And on the front of it says, I can do all things, and on the back it says, through Christ. So it was by the grace of God, my mental toughness and my physical toughness and the training that I do all the time, that we got through 32 miles, 62 obstacles out of 65, and did the course in 11 hours and 2 minutes. Now you might think that's not great, but 11 hours and 2 minutes is basically 2 hours faster than I did 5 years ago when I was 5 years younger. And the other thing that I came to find out, I was just scrolling through all of the statistics, as I'm an analytical guy, I was the third oldest person on the course. I was 64 right now. There was a 67-year-old and a 68-year-old, and we were the 3 oldest doing the course. So as the third oldest person, I got done in 11 hours, and I beat 50% of the competition. Now, I don't say that to impress you, but I say that to impress upon you that the human body is an amazing machine. That if you work the body, you feed the body, you rest the body, you can do, it's an amazing machine that God gave us, and it can do miraculous and amazing things. So if you're sitting there at home and you're watching this video and you're sitting there going, the guy's a nut. Well, yeah, my wife thinks I'm a nut, so do my kids, so do half of my patients think I'm a nut. But if you want to do something that's different and achieve something that not only adds to your longevity, but adds to your health span, I'm going to encourage you to get off the couch. I'm going to encourage you to start exercising on a regular basis. Does it have to be anything near as crazy as a Spartan race? Not unless you want it to be. Okay, but I encourage you to get off the couch, do something that's cardiovascular, do something that will strengthen your body, promote endurance, promote balance, and promote flexibility. You are going to add years to your life and healthy years to your life. Eat nutritionally sound. Try to go more vegan or vegetarian if you can. Lots of fruits, lots of vegetables. It gives you the nutrients. It's water-rich foods. I love my protein. I love my meats. I can never go vegan, although I know it's the right way to go. I'm just an omnivore at heart. Get your rest. Your rest is where your body heals and recuperates, produces the growth hormone that allow you to heal and repair, especially at our age. Watch your posture. Maintain a great and exemplary attitude. You know, my thing is, the oldest woman who lived on the planet was 123. She woke up every morning laughing, went to bed every evening laughing, and laughed as often as she could in between. So I firmly believe that laughter is the best medicine. Set goals, connect to a higher purpose, give back, and most importantly, add chiropractic to your healthcare regimen. Make it not only a treatment program, make it a lifestyle. because if you focus on the lifestyle of chiropractic, you will definitely add years to your life. Right now, I'm part of a group called the 100-Year Lifestyle, and they're part of a study called the X Project. And what we're going to end up doing over the next 7 to 10 years is seeing if we can take 65 to 85-year-olds and make them biologically, okay, 10 to 20 years younger than their chronological age. And if we can do that chiropractically and we can win the X Project, that gives us $111 million for further research. And trust me, it will change the face of healthcare across the United States and across the world. So I'm hoping that something that I talked today about me accomplishing the Spartan Ultra Race in Dallas motivates you to do something that is different. So if you saw anything in this short video that you like, please hit the like and subscribe button and pay attention to what goes on with us. I'd love to grow the channel more and get the word of chiropractic and wellness lifestyle out to more people. You can always visit our website, smcc4u.com. And this is Dr. Jeff Culbert. I'm going to be signing off right now, saying I'll see you in another video real soon. And you guys have a great day and make it your best. Thank you very much.